Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Sean Dexter. And I welcome you back to the Mango Grove for your daily analysis video. So every time you guys hear me take my name 3 times, just assume I'm having a great freaking day. And why am I having a great day? Well, because Bitcoin did this, bouncing right off the territory that we've been talking about for so long now. And hey, this feels really good because it panned out exactly the way we've been talking about, right? So we got a second chance at this trade after messing up on my execution. We talked about that in yesterday's video. Please go ahead and watch it. Actually, let's do a quick recap, right? What have we been doing all this time? Doing it the Mango way, doing it the stress-free way, right? Taking the easy trades on the higher time frames. Over here, guys, we're looking at the 4-day structure, right? We're currently on the daily, but we were looking at this on the 4-day structure. I was at the beach while we were watching this too. We did an analysis looking at this, and we were like, let's just be patient. It's the 4-day time frame. We're gonna have to wait. Got the breakout on the 4-day time frame. Had to wait. Got the retest on the next 4-day candle, and now look at that move to the upside. Hedged over here, added a big position over here. Why? Because this was not just your daily level, it was your weekly level, the 12-hour wine as well, right? Everything was very simple. And now here, guys, it was the same freaking trade, right? We had the 12-hour wine, we had a weekly level and the daily 21 EMA. We also had that confluence with CMEs, right? The CME daily 21 EMA that we had hypothesized on the previous video, so 2 videos ago. Everything was the same. It was the same trade I took away, that we had that huge win. We just took it over here again, right? Adding to our position. So every yellow circle, by the way, guys, is where we've added to our position. There's a spot missing over here where we hedged. It wasn't over here, actually. It was right over here. So I should put one right over here. Let's do that. Let's do that right now. Yeah, I'll change the colors later. But I'm just trying to keep track now for you guys to see how we are doing it, how we're doing this. And I want to talk to you guys about this. So this was the first time we actually took profits, okay, right over here. Why? Because this was the weekly level that we were eyeing right since over here. And I almost messed up on this too, if you guys do remember. I was supposed to take profits on this candle, right on the first test of it. But I hesitated because when we took this position over here, right, I got only 2 out of my 3 fills, and I almost let that affect me in not taking my profits over here. And we talked about that psychological the psychological turbulence, I guess, that we had. And this is what I mean. There's so much psychological aspect to this. There's so much psychology to this, which is why in the seed program I focus so much on psychology along with the structural setups that we play. All right, so what happened then after? I messed up again, right? You could say right over here when we waited so long for this trade, I took the perfect trade over here. I actually got a better position than even over here, right? Way better, but I still got kicked out of my position. And again, we talked about that in the previous video. Please go ahead and watch that. But I didn't let that affect me the next morning, because when I woke up, we had the 12-hour mango wine. Okay, let's go ahead and look at it. Let's see what it's saying today, actually. Giving us the perfect signal, right? And we know how well this has been doing. This is the same signal it gave us exactly when at around 8,200 when we were sitting at that weekly level. This was a gift. And boom, look at that candle. And here's my question to you guys. You guys have been following me trade, doing it pretty much the simple way, the stress-free way ever since this area over here, right? I've not changed anything in my trading system. Literally been doing the same thing over and over again. But for some reason, still, I know there's many of you, at least if you guys are following the Mango way, the Mango system, everything that we've been teaching over the past months and months over here, very few of you guys took this trade over here, right? Now, did it need to work out? No, we could have very well lost on this trade. But it doesn't need to work out every time, guys. And that is the issue over here. Everybody wants to win every single trade. You are not going to win every single trade. It's not going to work out that way in your trading career. If you want to take the CC, you have to be okay losing, all right? You have to win over the long term. Again, I'll give you guys the analogy. When you are playing any sport, do you try, like let's say badminton, tennis, okay? anything, even football, hockey. Do you try to win every single point? No, you're going to concede a point every now and then. It's about winning the match, all right? It's about winning the match. And trading is not about every single trade. It's about winning the year, or perhaps the quarter or the month, depending on how you trade. For me, it's the year, which is why I'm loving this, because 2 years in a row now we've had great starts to the year. Bitcoin is so generous that way. Bitcoin. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some actual technical analysis. So, man, I don't want to go on a rant. Not today. But this trade, guys, like the morning off. I told you guys how I got my position at 9,650, right? There's so many of you who could have got a better position than me, knowing exactly the same analysis and the trade that I took, along with the edge that you guys are seeing. Now, don't get me wrong. If you guys are seeing a different picture and you guys are bearish on Bitcoin, and you guys were expecting downside, by all means, play that analysis. You got to play your own analysis. You got to play your own edge, etc., etc. But over here, I talked about the Vine, I talked about the Signal, I talked about the daily 21 EMA, we talked about CMEs. Let's go ahead and talk about that right now. Again, actually, we're looking at CMEs on the daily, and we pulled on the Mango Ribbon. By the way, the Mango Ribbon is completely free, but guys, just shoot Krisha a PM or me, and we will give you guys access to the Mango Ribbon. It's the Vine that is not free, and it's one of the reasons why I don't always show it, just to be able to give, to be fair to the guys who actually did purchase it. Again, never mind. I'll announce that tomorrow. I'll give the seed guys a few days heads up on that. So what were we looking at over here? We were looking at the fact that, let me go ahead and turn off everything else. Actually, we were looking at the daily 21 EMA on CMEs, right? And we were hypothesizing that, hey, even though Bitcoin on the spot charts has come down and tested its daily 21 EMA, CMEs had not done it yet. So we were like, okay, you know what, CMEs may come down further, test that 21 EMA, which would get spot charts to 9,500-ish level, and that's exactly where spot got supported, right? Around 9,480-ish, I do believe. And boom, CMEs saw that bounce again. And look at this, every time CMEs has, in a bull run, CMEs has had that bounce, okay? Every time it's tested, bounced, tested, bounced, tested over here, bounced. Same thing happened in the last bull run. Tested, bounced, tested, bounced, tested it, bounced, and again over here, tested, bounced. It was only when we lost it, did we lose the uptrend and started putting in a downtrend and put in this descending triangle over here, broke to the downside, put in this falling wedge, now broke to the upside. Now, could we do something else? Could we be doing something like that again? You don't play this in isolation, just like everything else. You don't play anything in isolation. You look at the entire picture, and if you see a trend, if you see something happening over and over again, and to me this is a trend, because it happened more than, okay, anything more than 3 times you can consider a trend in trading, but I like to see it a little bit more than that as well. And this does look good, right? It's trending on the 21 EMA and has a trend of trending on the 21 EMA. So this, along with, we have the Vine that has a spectacular success on the 12-hour, and I told you guys about that too. The daily 21 EMA, the daily Tenkin, the weekly level on Bitcoin that we were like, literally, it was, look at this, right on that. It's actually surprising. Did it actually come down right on that wick? Yeah, 9,600, right? Wicked off that yesterday. This is what I mean. You guys almost, I'm not sure how many of you capitalized on that, but I know some of you, in the morning I woke up and people were like, Sean, I missed my position, I missed my entry. How did you miss your entry? Because I got in right when the day opened. It was the probably one of the worst times to be getting in at 9,600, somewhere around 9,650. And look at Bitcoin. It literally came down and gave you a perfect test of our red box territory that we've been eyeing for God knows how long, right? So you had all day, literally all day, and when it came down here, I'm like, damn, that would have been a good entry. But I can't add to my position. I can't add even more, right? And let's talk about that, actually. I want to talk about that. Again, I'm all over the place today. I added here, right? Now, this was the importance of taking profit at this level. When I did take profit, again, I didn't take the entire position off. I took partial profits. If I had not taken profits over here, do you think I'll be looking to add a position over here? No, hell no, because look at the cluster where I've added now. Already added 2 positions in this area over here. I would not be able to add over here without piling on way too much risk, okay? And always risk manage first, guys. Do not worry about your profits, because if I ended up being wrong on this and I hadn't taken profits over here, the loss would have been more than my system allows me to take. Okay, so you always have to worry about that. As good as the trade looks, think about your risk first. Think about it. Are you already overexposed? How much risk do you have on the table already? If you haven't taken your entire position yet, which is what we were doing over here, right? We were layering in, we had divided into 3, and then we got that really good position, got the thrust up. But the opposite happened to me over here, where I got only 2 out of 3 fills, and boom, it went up without us, right? We were looking for 9,600 that we did not get, and now we got it. And over there, when I did finally get it, I actually ended up buying underneath. I bought 9,570-ish average, got kicked out, but woke up the next morning, look at that, closed over the daily 21 EMA. That looks strong to me. So when I see strength, I buy, right? So people say buy into strength, and they don't fully understand what that means. They think buying a breakout is buying into strength. That is not buying into strength. That is you getting baited into buying into breakouts, and people saying, man, that's strong. It is strong, yes, but that's not really buying into strength. This is strength when you see a level, an important level get defended off an important level too, right? So the daily 21 EMA got defended, and also this red box territory, we wicked into it, tested these horizontals over here. You're seeing the bulls come in, you're seeing people eager to buy. Now, does that mean it needed to go my way? No, because if I was so confident, I would have thrown my entire account on it, right? And I would have bought again over here when we came down later that day at 9,600. But no, I'm always thinking about, hey, this could very well go wrong on me. I'm just going to keep following my system, keep following what I've been doing for a while, and just keep trading the mango way, right? In the long run, keep accumulating BTC, keep accumulating profits, keep growing your account, and things will pan out. Okay, guys? And it doesn't matter how big your account is. If your account is small, you trade the same way, okay? Because you will lose your account that much faster. If your account is medium, you trade the same way. Again, in the risk management module, we talk about how, again, we go over this, right? And I don't want to go over it right now. It could be too long. I'll have to do another video on this. But if you have a proper system, your system will adjust for your account increasing in size and adjust for your account decreasing in size. It should also adjust for a few other market factors that we will talk about in other videos. Okay, so anyways, let's go. There's not much technical analysis to be done. We can just pretty much go ahead and follow up on what we discussed, what we hypothesized yesterday, right? And one of the things that we were looking at was the bullish divergence. Haven't looked at it this morning just yet, and we were saying that, hey, if Bitcoin even ticks above 9,967 or perhaps 10,033, we're going to see a further upthrust, perhaps fill the gap on CMEs. And have we filled the gap? We likely have, right? Because CMEs had the gap around 10,500, and yeah, if you take into consideration the premium that CMEs is trading at, which I do believe is 150-ish. Okay, anyways, we're looking at this bullish divergence over here, and basically between what was it, this point and this point over here. Okay, that was bullish divergence, potential bullish divergence that is now formally triggered. Okay, as soon as we took out, you could either look at this high over here or this high over here. This is good enough, taking out 9,982. As soon as we did that, we had an upthrust. I believe we did this while I was asleep. I went to sleep just before this happened, and boom, woke up to a very nice candle. And now we may see further upside, to be honest, because this bullish divergence, I'm not sure has completely played out yet. So yeah, look at that. We can actually put a horizontal right over here, and we may actually see a bounce off this and see further upside. That may line up with the daily 10 SMA coming in right over there. Beautiful. So we may actually see further upside right over here. I'm curious to see whether CMEs did fill their gap. CME is also getting support on the 10 SMA. Let's go. Yeah, CME gap did get filled right over there. So you can look at it, you can see, visualize it a lot easier if you lower the time frames, and you can see the gap right over here, and you can see that we got filled. Okay, cool. So CME gap is filled. What is going on now? Getting support on the daily 21 EMA, daily 10 SMA. So I do think Bitcoin will close. Okay, a good close for Bitcoin will be a close around here. Okay, will be a close around here. That doesn't mean it can't wick underneath and come test these lower levels, perhaps all the way down to 9,950. So let's go ahead and look at the 4 hours, see what's going on over there. And actually, yeah, 9,950 is exactly where the 21 EMA is coming in at. Okay, cool. So you guys are seeing how you can just simply play the charts a lot, and you're going to get an eye for what the high time frames could do, that could line up with the lower time frames, right? And when you see that kind of confluence, hey, maybe there's a trade opportunity right over here, lining up with this green line too, that I'm not sure why we put this green line over here. I'm forgetting. Oh, it's this range over here. Okay, it was this range we broke. Okay, this is actually very nice. So yeah, this would actually be, this is not financial advice. Nothing I say is financial advice. I'm just literally speaking out my thoughts to myself, creating a diary for myself so that I can come back, look at all of this and be like, where did you go wrong, Sean? Where did you lose all your money? So this could be that one spot where I get it wrong and you guys may follow the wrong call and lose all your money because you guys don't have any risk management in place, right? People who follow calls usually don't have any risk management in place. You should not be following calls. You should be using this channel to learn how to add an edge to your trade. Add an edge to your trading, not to your trade, to your trading, because it's the multiple trades that matter, never one single trade. Okay, so yeah, I like this cluster over here. Actually, may very well come down to 9,950. I'm fine with that. Going back again to the daily, you guys are seeing how we are completely okay sitting through multiple drawdowns. Like, how many drawdowns have we sat through? We sat through this drawdown. Okay, well, we hedged over here too because this was part of the strategy, right? Until we actually got support on the weekly 21 EMA, we didn't want to get too bullish. When we came down over here at it, and then we sat through this drawdown completely fine, even though we knew that over here we were hitting the daily 200 again. We said, what, on the second test, if Bitcoin is to be bullish, we need to break it, or we are likely to break it. We did do that, and we sat through this. We were willing for Bitcoin to come all the way down back here, actually, and we were going to sit through that too. And now things are looking good. Bitcoin may come down to 9,950-ish, and things will be fine. I'll sit through that as well. I will get a little bit concerned if Bitcoin starts breaking 9,600. At this point, if we break 9,600, I will get concerned. I will be exiting my positions. I will be taking profits. And if it does turn out to be a fake out or a bull trap or a bear trap in this case, it is what it is. It is what it is, right? I'll just get back in. It happened to me in the last run. I got faked out over here, like following my system. Maybe in hindsight, there's things I could have done. But pretty much got faked out, re-entered, and took the rest of the run, right? That's completely fine. I got a question yesterday, Sean, how do you know it's not a bull trap? I don't know that it's not a bull trap. I will never know if it's a bull trap. Then the next part of the question was, how do you deal with it? I just get trapped. I take the loss and I just get on to the next trade, right? I don't have, there's no magic answer to this, guys. Anybody telling you or feeding you crap where they have the magic answer to everything, it's just crap. That's not, like, I got trapped over here, man. There was a bull trap somewhere during this zone over here. I got trapped. It was a bull the trap depends on your trading your trading edge and your trading system, right? And there were freaking bear traps that I dodged during this zone over here that the bears got stuck in right over here. This was a bear trap right over here. Okay, that was a bear trap. So you can't avoid that. You just have to get trapped and move on to the next trade and flip sides if you have your head on your shoulders. So again, a lot of rants. Now, what else do we talk about? We'll switch on over to the Mango Research dashboard right after, but I do think I want to talk about a couple of things. We can go ahead and look at the weekly, guys, because that's pretty much what we're trading, right? The chart is really messy right now. I'll come back to it, but yeah, this was the major weekly level around 9,500 to 9,600. That entire zone got supported off it really well, bouncing off it, and this is looking good, man. If we can see continuation over here, even a tick about 10,500. What is the high over here? 10,522. Next target will be 10,900-ish, 10,750 to 10,900. But I'd actually be gunning for 11,400-ish. Okay, these levels over here. But let's not forget the monthly, guys. The weekly takes a backseat to the monthly, and the monthly does have Kijun resistance right over there at. Let's go find a chart that has more history. Right over here at 9. What is it? Let's pull up our side. 9,932. Okay, so if the month closes over 9,932, do you guys remember how we started this month? Okay, go ahead and watch the first video of the month. We talked about the Kijun. We talked about how, hey, what are the chances that we actually get supported off the 10 SMA instead of coming down to 8,400? Okay, we were postulating those two scenarios. If we get supported off the 10 SMA, that would be really great. That would be bullish. That's what we're expecting because we bounced off the 21 EMA, closed over the 10 SMA. We want to see that support on the 10 SMA. Okay, great. We got that. But what we said would be spectacular was if we even actually close the month over the Kijun. At that time, it seems so, man, we'll take it if we get it, right? It'll be great. But sitting right now, this is how Bitcoin plays with people's emotions, right? Sitting right now, if we close on 9,900, it's going to look, oh my god, that's so bearish, right? But it's not, guys. It just give it another month, right? See how the next month goes. We were fully expecting Bitcoin to perhaps close underneath that key zone, but closing above this would be extremely bullish. Let's not forget what we analyze or hypothesize in terms of that picture when the month started, because now we have a new month and now the month has passed, and it's easy to forget what the picture looked like when the month actually started. So think back to that scenario. So this is looking really good as long as we close about 9,950. Okay, and isn't that the level you were talking about on the 4? Yes, it is. Okay, so that is going to be an maybe I try for quick in and out trade over there. Okay, we are closing the month in 9 days. It is a leap year, guys, so 9 days, and it'll be interesting to see if we actually get that wick down here, get a move down here, and I want to see how strongly that is defended. Okay, that will be very, very telling. But keep in mind, it is a monthly level, so even if the 4 hour loses it, as long as a month defends it, everything is going to be fine. Okay, but it may line up with some momentum that I want to see lining up with the daily bullish divergence that we are getting. Okay, so remember, we have daily bullish divergence that may have Bitcoin pulling back a little bit. 421 EMA over here, daily support right over here, and the monthly key zone over here as well. Okay, so that's that. Things may go well, things may not go well. That may not be helpful, but hey, I'm not here to be too helpful. Actually, I'm here to be helpful. I'm hoping you guys don't have to go through all the struggles and the frustration that I did when I started my journey. Okay, so that's Bitcoin, long Bitcoin analysis over there to start off the day. Let's look at the Mango Research dashboard, and I do want to talk about this a little bit. I've been getting PMs from people saying, Sean, I've had losses this month. I want to make back my losses. Can I have access to the Mango Research dashboard? What the hell, guys? What the hell? This is in beta. Have you guys learned nothing? That hey, risk manage first, profits later, right? Are you guys really intending on using this as your signal thing? You're gonna end up losing your money, man. Like, don't make me come there and smack you guys, because I will if I have to, but it's not the Mango way. It's not the stress-free way, and Jesus, it's gonna add too much stress if I have to hop onto a plane and come and smack some sense into you guys. Do not use this as a signal services. You guys, the entire point of the test group is for you guys to tell us what is wrong, what is going wrong with it, or there's going to be problems. It's new, man. It's beta. Like, Jesus, come on, guys. Don't. Okay, I'm actually very tempted to start restricting access now even further, be a little bit more stricter on who I give access to, because I'm a little concerned. Okay, I'm a little concerned. I don't want this to go down the wrong direction, and I was hoping for you guys to be a smarter community than that, and do not use. Okay. Example, Bitcoin right now is saying short, right? Okay, this short signal is from a little bit longer, a while ago. But I have no intention. I didn't take this trade. I didn't short this trade. If I had taken this trade, it would have been good, actually. But I have no intention of going short Bitcoin. I'm sticking to my system. And I took the long trade on this, right? Now, I do want to see for those of you who do have access to the dashboard, you may notice that it's saying Feb 18th over here, even though it is Feb 19th. That's because the way it's done right now, we're gonna change it to make it more intuitive. The way it's done right now is the dashboard is updated every 2 days. Okay, so the last time the dashboard was updated was Feb 18th, right? Because the candles that we're looking at for this trend is on a 2-day basis. Okay, so don't let that confuse you. I know it's a little bit confusing, but we're going to fix that. Don't worry. So when we see ADA over here and we got a signal for today, it means today 18th. Okay, so it was a day ago, and this was what we were talking about yesterday, right? We said, hey, let's follow up on ADA and see how Cardano is doing. And actually, let's go ahead and look at it right now. Bitcoin has taken out that wick, so I'm looking for it to come down over here. ADA, BTC, Binance should be good. And when we did, okay, so let's go ahead and hide the Mango ribbon. And when we were looking at yesterday, it was somewhere around here, right over there. Yeah, so it is panning out pretty well. We did see that resistance. ADA did not get the same pickup that Ethereum got, right? What did I say yesterday? I said, this is where I was wrong. I said, hey, Ethereum doing so well makes me believe that ADA may actually get picked up as well. But Ethereum is doing really well, and ADA is actually getting sold into. So what I'm going to tell you guys my mindset. What I'm going to do, and this is very similar to what I did with the Vine. Okay, not really. Okay, so with what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to be watching it and see how many times I am wrong, right? So I was wrong over here. The Mango Research dashboard told me to go short, and I was clearly wrong, and my hypothesis that, hey, ADA is likely going to go up because Ethereum is going up was wrong. Okay, I'm going to keep track of that. I'm going to have an Excel sheet to keep a track of every time I'm wrong, and then if there's edge in the fact that, hey, I'm wrong more times than I'm right, that's edge, guys. All I have to do is flip that around now and maybe trade the dashboard instead, or put more importance on the dashboard versus my hypothesis, right? So I hope you guys get what I mean over there. Okay, and I wanted to talk about something else. Oh yeah, let's actually talk about I want to go back to the Mango Vine a little bit, and let's go to Bitcoin. So I want you guys to think back to again a little bit in terms of psychology. Okay, you guys, I took this trade mainly because the Mango Vine was such a strong signal that morning. I was able to shake it off. It gave me that confidence to take that trade. But I want you guys to know that during this entire period over here, if I traded the Mango Vine as aggressively as I am right now, I would have made a lot more money. But the reason I was able to do that now, the reason I'm able to trade the Vine as confidently as I am right now, is because of you guys. Okay, I'm learning just as much from you guys, and I'm like seeing so many of you in the Seed as well as the Grove take advantage of those calls, make money, and then come to me and be like, Sean, why didn't you take that call? I'm like, shit, you're right, why didn't I take that call, right? And what I'm trying to say over here, the point I'm trying to get at is, if you guys are seeing me do something very simply over and over again, just be like, what the hell, why don't we also just try that system? At least paper trade it. It's the Mango way, it's the stress-free way, and you'll see that, hey, you know what, it works. Okay, that's what I saw you guys do. I saw you guys trade the Vine I was waiting for only the higher time frames, and I didn't have to do that, right? The 12 hour was giving amazing signals. In fact, the 12 hour called this right over here, guys, right over here, this short, boom. Okay. Yeah, okay, and you don't need to get it right. Eventually it's going to get it wrong, but it doesn't matter. I've made so much on it on the way up that when it does get it wrong, it won't matter. It won't matter at all. Okay, you're not going to get, when you're playing a trend trade, there's going to be when you're playing a trend trading system, there's going to be a time on that coin's trend where the trend switches around, right? But you're not, as a trend trader, you have to take the trade anyways, because you'll never know when the trend is switching around. You'll never know, okay, unless you have some inside information and the coin is completely manipulated. But anyways, that's a conversation for another time. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and look at Chainlink quickly. You can look at the dashboard to see what Chainlink is saying. Actually, is link over here, margin only. Yep. So start according to name. Link. Still long. It's up 1.617%. Good volume on that. Jan 31st, man. So I am actually in a link trade, so I know exactly what link is doing. But that was just to show you guys. Boom, looking good. Link look good on the daily as well. This is, again, I told you guys that once Link reaches this zone over here, there's very little analysis to be done. It just wait for it to keep going up or wait for it to break structure. When does it break structure? When it closes a weekly underneath 36,841.51 Satoshi. Okay, underneath this line over here, you can see I have an alert right there, that dotted line. But my target is still at least, I don't say at least, it could go, I don't want to say that. I don't put too much emphasis on this target. Not when you have a breakout like this on the weekly. This could just keep going. I don't know when it's going to stop, guys. I don't have much for you guys. We can look at the low time frames. That's what we can do. Yeah, we can look at the low time frames. But you guys know I don't like doing that too much. We did have, and I did actually want to talk about this. We did have the psychology of a head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders earlier earlier yesterday that didn't actually see play through. You may see it right now, right? But what do I mean by the psychology of inverted head and shoulders? Because people look at the pattern. Krisha does. Krisha looks at the pattern, structure, the volume, etc., etc. That's all well and good. She has her style. What I like to do is look at the meaning of what is going on over here. And what I'm seeing over here is, we can talk about some education for you guys. Where's my drawing brush? What I'm seeing over here is a attempted push down to the bottom. Okay, look at this long wick over here. Attempted push down to the bottom. Another rally to the upside, okay, by the bulls. The bears tried again, pushed harder towards the bottom. They pushed even harder to the bottom. They got that lower low, okay, and then the bulls defended again, pushed it back up to the neckline. The bears tried one more time. The bears tried once. The bears tried twice successfully, really well, by putting in a lower low. The bears came in again, tried again, but the bull said, not happening, and they put in a higher low over here. Now, what do you have over here? You have your inverted head and shoulders, right? You have your inverted head and shoulders, and then you look for the trend to be switching around, and this could be it, right? This price action could be it. We don't know, but I'm looking for further upside on that. So again, if you guys want to look at the lower time frames, this is just a little bit that we can do. We can go ahead and look at the, I don't look at the oscillators on the 1 hour. Did we just put in a higher? We did put in a high over here. Getting defended on the 21 EMA really well, actually, really well. So this is bullish, right? The bears managed to finally take out the 21 EMA, but the very next candle, the bulls took it back. Again, you're seeing the same psychology right over there, and this alone is bullish. And there's not much to be said over here. We did have bearish divergence between this point and this point, so if we did play that, great on you. Let's see, Mango Vine also called that top. Mango Vine did not call that top. Okay, so we actually had divergence on the Vine too, eh? No, not really. I was looking at the Pine, sorry. But the Vine did call this call over here too for the pickup. It did not. This is why I don't like calling tops or bottoms, guys. I personally try not to do it, but you can add it. You can look at it to avoid buying into the trade. That's what I use it for. I look to see if, hey, can I call a top over here? I wouldn't do it to get out of my position. I do it to not buy into a position. Okay, so that's Chainlink. Again, on the high time frames, not much to say. On the lower time frames, you can look at the 12 hour, I guess. Look at the 4 hour. Is there much to say on the 12 hour? Probably got defended right over there. So getting defended on this is actually a good buy spot right here on the 10 SMA. If you guys are looking to, well, we had 1 try, 2 tries. I'm not sure you'll get another try. If you do, it would actually be a little bit bearish, and then I'd be looking for a try over here. So let's see how this goes. If we close a 12 hour candle above this level, above 47,231, then hey, for the upside, I'm looking for that. Okay, if we close a 12 hour above here, definitely. If we close 2 4 hours above there, then yes, same thing goes. Okay, let's go look at the 4 hour. Yeah, same thing goes. Okay, so that's Link. As for Bitcoin, we can actually go and do a quick recap on Bitcoin. Basically, the level to be holding right now, in my opinion, is around 9,950. We may not actually get there because the 10 SMA on the daily may get supported. CMEs are getting support on its 10 SMA too. So we're seeing confluence over there. The bear situation would be if we lose this level over here. Losing 9,600 would be extremely bad. I don't want to say bearish, because then the weekly levels do come into play, and the weekly levels, we are looking at this blue box right over here. So if you're looking only at the weekly, guys, be patient. You're always going to get good buys eventually if you're patient. It's going to take some time. You're going to have to watch excruciatingly sometimes as Bitcoin goes up to those high levels, and we did that, right? While everybody was getting bullish because Bitcoin was over 10,000, what do? We said, nope, this is our main level over here, 10,400. We are not going to get bullish. We are going to wait for 9,600 because we did not get filled the way we wanted to the first time around. Now we got that trade. Now we are very, very happy. Now we're looking for further upside. Perhaps we break 10,400. But as we approach that area, we are going to have to be cautious, and we are going to be looking at it a little bit more detail. And yeah. My name is Sean Dexter. Throw it a like, throw it a subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one.